If you drink lemon water every morning, you might actually be hurting your body. I know, that sounds completely wrong. Lemon water is supposed to be one of the healthiest habits you can build, right? It's everywhere. Social media, fitness routines, wellness influencers, all telling you the same thing. Drink lemon water, detox your body, boost your metabolism, and start your day the right way. But here's the truth no one really talks about. Most people are doing it wrong. And when you do it wrong, you don't just lose the benefits. You can actually create problems for your body over time. We're talking about things like slowly damaging your tooth enamel without realizing it, irritating your stomach first thing in the morning, and even reducing the very benefits you're trying to get. What's even more surprising is that some of the most common advice out there is exactly what's causing the problem. Maybe this sounds familiar. You wake up, grab a glass of cold water, squeeze in half a lemon or even a whole one, drink it quickly, and feel like you've done something great for your health. It feels refreshing. It feels clean. It feels like you're starting your day right. But your body doesn't work based on feelings. It works based on biology. And when you actually understand how your body processes acidity, hydration, and digestion, the story changes completely. Because lemon water isn't magic. It's a tool. And like any tool, if you use it the wrong way, it won't give you the results you expect. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact science-backed way to drink lemon water so your body actually benefits from it. And make sure you stay until the end, because the last tip is something almost no one talks about. But it makes the biggest difference of all. Here's where things start to go wrong. Lemon water has become one of those health habits that feels almost automatic. It's simple, it's cheap, and it sounds scientific enough to make sense. So people adopt it without ever questioning how or why they're doing it. And that's exactly where the problem begins. Because something being healthy in theory doesn't mean it's effective in practice. A lot of people treat lemon water like a shortcut, like a quick fix. Like if you just drink it every morning, your body will magically detox, burn fat, and reset itself overnight. But that belief creates a false sense of security, and it hides a bunch of small mistakes that slowly add up over time. One of the most common mistakes is making the drink far too acidic. People squeeze in half a lemon, sometimes even a whole lemon, into a small glass of water. Some even take concentrated lemon shots. What they don't realize is that this level of acidity can start to wear down tooth enamel and irritate the lining of the stomach, especially when consumed daily. It doesn't happen overnight, which is why most people never connect the habit to the damage. Then there's the temperature issue. A lot of people drink lemon water ice cold, especially in warmer climates or after a workout. It feels refreshing, but first thing in the morning, your digestive system is just waking up. Cold water can actually slow down that process, making your gut less responsive instead of more activated. For people with sensitive digestion, this can lead to bloating or discomfort without them realizing why. Timing is another hidden problem. Drinking lemon water right after meals or late at night before bed can interfere with digestion or even worsen acid reflux in some people. The body works on rhythms, and when you ignore those rhythms, even a healthy habit can become counterproductive. And then there's the biggest misconception of all, the idea that lemon water is some kind of detox miracle. Your body already has a built-in detox system, your liver and kidneys. Lemon water doesn't replace that. When people rely on it too heavily, they often ignore the bigger picture of nutrition, sleep, and lifestyle. On top of that, many people drink it too quickly, without enough dilution, and without protecting their teeth. No straw, no rinsing, just direct exposure to acid over and over again. So what you end up with is a habit that feels healthy, but isn't being used correctly. And over time, These small mistakes don't just reduce the benefits, they can completely cancel them out. To really understand how to do this correctly, you need to understand what actually happens inside your body when you drink lemon water. Because once you see the mechanism, everything else starts to make sense. Lemons are rich in vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant that supports your immune system and helps protect your cells from damage. They also contain citric acid, along with small amounts of potassium and plant compounds that can support overall health. When you add lemon to water, you're not creating a miracle drink, but you are slightly enhancing hydration and adding compounds that interact with your body in specific ways. The first thing lemon water does is stimulate your senses. The sour taste triggers saliva production, which is actually the first step of digestion. At the same time, it can gently signal your stomach to start preparing digestive juices. This is why many people feel like their digestion improves when they drink it, especially in the morning. But here's where things get interesting. Lemons are acidic outside the body, but once metabolized, they can have an alkalizing effect on your system. This doesn't mean they magically change your blood pH. That's a common myth. Your body tightly regulates blood pH no matter what you eat or drink. What lemon can do, however, is support metabolic processes that contribute to a more balanced internal environment. Now think about timing. When you wake up, your body has gone several hours without water. You're naturally dehydrated. Your digestive system is also in a resting state, slowly transitioning into activity. This is why the type of fluid you introduce matters. Warm liquids are generally easier for your body to process in this state. They help stimulate gut motility, increase blood flow to the digestive organs, and gently wake up your system without shock. Compare that to cold water. While it's not harmful in general, drinking it first thing in the morning can slightly slow down digestion, especially for people with sensitive systems. It forces your body to spend extra energy bringing that liquid up to body temperature before it can be fully processed. Another important piece of the puzzle is your teeth. Your enamel is the hard outer layer that protects your teeth, but it's not indestructible. Acid, including citric acid from lemons, can temporarily soften enamel. If you expose your teeth to acid frequently, especially without protection, you increase the risk of erosion over time. The key here isn't to avoid lemon completely, but to manage how often and how long your teeth are exposed to that acid. Hydration is another factor people often misunderstand. Lemon water is not dramatically more hydrating than plain water, but it can make water more appealing to drink. And that matters more than people think. If adding lemon helps you drink more consistently, that alone can improve your hydration status. The benefit isn't just in the lemon, it's in the habit. Temperature, again, plays a subtle but important role. Warm or lukewarm water aligns more naturally with your body's internal environment, making it easier to absorb and less likely to cause digestive resistance. It's a small adjustment, but one that can change how your body responds. Finally, there's individual sensitivity. Not everyone reacts to lemon water the same way. Some people feel great drinking it daily, while others may experience discomfort, especially if they have conditions like acid reflux, gastritis, or irritable bowel syndrome. In those cases, even a healthy habit needs to be adjusted. So when you put all of this together, you start to see the bigger picture. Lemon water isn't good or bad on its own. It's all about how it interacts with your body, your timing, your sensitivity, and your habits. And when you align those factors correctly, that's when it actually starts to work in your favor. Now that you understand what's actually happening inside your body, the next step is simple. But this is where everything changes. Because doing lemon water the right way isn't complicated. It's just intentional. Start with the ratio. This is where most people go wrong immediately. You don't need half a lemon squeezed into a small glass. That's far too strong. Instead, think gentle, not aggressive. About a quarter of a lemon, or even just 1 to 2 slices, is enough for a standard glass of water, around 250 to 300 milliliters. You're not trying to shock your system. You're trying to support it. Then comes temperature. This one adjustment alone can make a noticeable difference. Instead of cold water, go for lukewarm. Not hot, not steaming, just comfortably warm. This allows your body to absorb it more easily and helps your digestive system transition smoothly from its resting state. It's a small shift, but it aligns with how your body naturally operates. Timing is just as important. The best moment to drink lemon water is in the morning, on an empty stomach, shortly after you wake up. Before coffee, before food. At this point, your body is ready to rehydrate, and your digestive system is beginning to activate. This is when lemon water can gently support that process. You can also have it mid-morning if you enjoy it, but the morning window is where it has the most impact. How you drink it matters too. Instead of chugging it down quickly, take your time. Sip it slowly. Let your body process it gradually. This reduces the intensity of acid exposure and allows your system to respond more naturally. Now let's talk about your teeth, because this is one of the most overlooked parts. If you're drinking lemon water regularly, using a straw can significantly reduce contact between the acid and your enamel. After you finish, rinse your mouth with plain water and avoid brushing your teeth immediately. Give it about 30 minutes so your enamel has time to reharden before any mechanical brushing. Another important piece is listening to your body. Not everyone reacts the same way. If you notice discomfort, don't force the habit. You can reduce the amount of lemon, dilute it more, or even drink it after a light snack instead of on a completely empty stomach. Health isn't about following rules blindly. It's about adapting them to your body. If you want to enhance your lemon water, you can do that in simple ways. A small pinch of salt can add trace electrolytes. A slice of ginger can support digestion. A few mint leaves can make it more refreshing and enjoyable. These additions aren't necessary, but they can make the habit easier to stick to. Just as important is knowing what not to do. Don't treat lemon water like a weight loss solution. It's not going to burn fat on its own. Don't use it as a replacement for meals. And don't overconsume it thinking more is better. With something acidic, more is often worse. What really makes lemon water powerful is not the drink itself, it's the habit loop it creates. When you pair it with a consistent morning routine, like getting sunlight, moving your body, or taking a few quiet minutes before the day starts, it becomes a signal, a starting point, a small action that reinforces a larger pattern of taking care of yourself. And that's where the real benefit comes from. Not just better hydration, but better consistency. Not just digestion, but awareness. When done correctly, lemon water isn't a miracle, but it becomes a simple, effective tool that supports a healthier lifestyle over time. So at the end of the day, lemon water isn't about chasing some magical health trend. It's about understanding how small habits actually work inside your body. When you slow down, adjust the way you do it, and align it with how your body functions, something simple becomes effective. Because the truth is, most people don't fail at being healthy because they don't try. They fail because they follow habits without understanding them. And lemon water is a perfect example of that. Same habit, different approach, completely different result. Now I'm curious about you. How have you been drinking your lemon water? Are you using cold water, drinking it too strong? Or maybe you've already been doing it the right way without even realizing it? Drop a comment below and share your routine. I read every single one, and it helps others learn too. And if you want to take this even further, you should check out the next video where I break down the best foods to eat on an empty stomach and which ones you should absolutely avoid. It connects perfectly with what you learned today. If you enjoy simple, science-backed nutrition explained in a way that actually makes sense, hit subscribe and join the channel. New videos every week. Because sometimes it's not what you eat, it's how you do it that changes everything.